Okay, well, let's take a look at the action today. Just when we thought the markets were heating up, we did see a pause cut today down closer to that 11,200 mark. So definitely some profit booking setting in essentially, even though for the session overall, we closed just about 0.8% and a percent down on the Sensex. So 11,200 on the Nifty. Pressure points really Reliance, just ahead of earnings, Nestle, HCL Tech, M&M. These are also names that are also seeing profit booking coming in. BPCL, Maruti post numbers, in fact, was just down 1.5%. The outlook continues to be positive despite such a strong hit coming in on earnings. In fact, the Q1 loss coming in at close to 250 crores. Revenue down 79% due to the lockdown. So that's really that's really what we saw on Maruti. We've had losses, of course, coming in across the board, but it's really the commentary and the outlook that markets have been eyeing, and overall the outlook continues to be fairly positive in terms of how the recovery is shaping up. Energy, IT, that's really where we saw weakness in today's session. What we saw holding out were select pharma names. Dr. Reddy's, of course, also news-driven move coming in there on a DRL. Spice Check, we saw earnings come in as well. That was the stock in focus. Revenue still seeing some amount of a move, whereas otherwise, of course, we saw a net loss coming in of about 800 crores for the counter. Other volume buzzers as well. Let me just talk you through some of that. We saw names like Adani Enterprises, IndusInd Bank, NIIT Tech continuing to perform. Again, earnings driven there. DRL, in fact, just to mention again, was up about 6% today. Tata Steel also looking good. Cement continued its up move. Shriram Transport, BHEL, Colgate, some of the other names that did see buying coming in today. So incredibly stock specific, and we did continue to see action across certain names. It's more like profit booking that we saw, once again dipping a bit, but it's a question of course, how we react as we go into the second half of the week, and whether or not we manage to continue to see buying at lower levels. So that was really the setup today. Also watching out now for Bharti earnings. Those are going to be the other major ones that the markets are going to be tracking. And then we have Reliance, of course, later in